I decided to do my introduction speech over Edgar Allan Poe. I chose Edgar as a man I respect because of his poetry, his writing, and even his journal. I admire this man because I too write poetry, and so when I read his work, I find inspiration, I get ideas, and just even reading what he has to say and how he forms his stories is just incredible to me. Edgar, as most of us all know, that he was a man of deep sorrows. He lived a very miserable life and in a series of unfortunate events. His dad left and abandoned the family in 1810. This took a big toll on Edgar. After that, only a year later, his mother died. He ended up marrying his 13-year-old cousin, which was not very strange back then, in 1835. She then died in 1847, leaving him all alone and abandoned and just with this sorrow that he drug around with him. Poe ended up dying from an unknown cause at the age of 40 in 1849, before his publication of his one and only journal, The Pen. He is generally considered the inventor of the detective fiction genre and further credited with the emerging of science fiction. The fact that he took these emotions and turned them into poetic stories and poetry is very admirable. That he just took all these negative feelings and he put them into these great writings. He is known for works such as The Raven, Annabel Lee, A Dream Within a Dream, The Telltale Heart, and The Black Cat. A favorite of mine is The Telltale Heart. It's about the narrator plotting to kill an old man, which he loves but hates the pale blue clouded evil eye that the old man contains. Just something about this eye just really ticks him off. The narrator visits the old man for 7 nights, just peeping and cracking his bedroom door and just watching him, and then shutting it and forgetting all about it. He thinks of killing him, but only cracking the bedroom door, and then not thinking anything about it after that. But on the 8th night, the narrator walks in the room to see the evil eye is open and looking at him. The old man's heartbeat can be heard out of fear and terror. The narrator strikes and kills the old man with his own bed mattress. The narrator then cuts up the old man's body, putting them underneath the wooden floor in his bedroom. Later, the neighbors hear the scream of the old man. They call the cops. The cops come, ask the narrator a few questions. And they suspect nothing, but the narrator is convinced the loud ringing in his ear is the old man's heartbeat. He feels the police can hear it as well and see the guilt on his face. This drives the narrator to confess and tell the police where the old man's body is. Very strange story, but also if you're into poetry or any eeriness about it, it's very respectable and admirable. And as well, I feel I can relate easily to his writing and how he writes, how he uses his similes and metaphors, and just the eeriness and the mystery in it. It's just exhilarating. I admire how he corresponds his reality to his writing fiction, how he takes his real life tragedy events and he turns them into these really tragic stories and this poetry. And he is a favorite of mine, one of my very favorite writers. And thank you.